What's up you guys, it's Deep over here and today we will be creating this chrome text effect in Photoshop. Now if you guys also have any tutorial requests then you can drop them in the comments below. We will surely try to create videos on those as well. Also if you want to keep learning how to create such cool things in Photoshop for free, then make sure you smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. So without wasting any more time of yours, let's get started. So let's first start by creating a new document. So for that go to File and then select the option as New. And then you can set the width and height accordingly, or else you can set it as follows. Width is around 3840 pixels, height is around 2160 pixels, and then set the resolution as 300 pixels per inch and then click on Create. Now the next thing we need to do is fill this document with that of a nice background image. So for that again go to File and then select the option as Place Embedded. And then you can select any black background image of your choice. Download link for the image I am choosing is in the description below, and then select the option as Place. And then you can scale up that image accordingly so that it fits the document. So let me just do that. So now once your image looks proper, after that you can click on the stick icon in order to place it. So now once we have our background ready, now the next thing we need to do is type in our text. So for that select horizontal type tool. And then select any font of your choice. The font which I am choosing is default in Photoshop. And then set any appropriate size for your text. I am setting it to 250 point. And then click on the foreground color. And then set any random color at the moment, which will be the color of our text. Anyways, it won't matter since we are going to remove it later on. And then click on OK. After that you can click on the document and then type in your text. So once you are done with the typing, after that you can click on the stick icon in order to place it. Now the next thing we need to do is place this text at the center of the document. So for that press Ctrl or Command on Mac and then click on this background layer, which will give you the selection of the background layer as well as keep the selection of the text layer active. And then select Move tool and then click on Align Horizontal Centers and then click on Align Vertical Centers. So now as you can see, now our text has been placed at the center of the document. After that you need to make the text layer active by clicking on it. And then we need to convert this text layer into a smart object so that later on we can edit it non-destructively. So for that right click on the text layer and then select the option as Convert to Smart Object. So now as you can see, now our text has been converted into a smart object. Now the next thing we need to do is change the color of this text. So for that click on Add Layer Style option and then select the option as Color Overlay. Now in the pop-up you need to set the blend mode as normal. Click on the color icon and then set the color as follows: B2, B2, B2 and then click on OK. After that you can set the opacity to around 100%. So now as you can see, now the color of our text has been changed. Now let's start with the base layer for our chrome effect. So for that select the option as Bevel and Emboss. And then you need to set the style as in a bevel, technique as smooth, depth as 1000%. Set the direction as up, size to around 45 pixels and soften to around 5 pixels as well. And then you need to make sure that you untick this Use Global Light option and then set the angle to around 120 degree, altitude to around 30 degree and then click on the drop down of the gloss contour, which will give you an option in order to select the contour and then select the contour as linear. Make sure you untick this anti-aliased option and then you need to set the blend mode of the highlight mode to screen. Click on the color icon and then set the color as white. After that set the opacity of the highlight mode to around 75% and then set the blend mode of the shadow mode to multiply. Click on the color icon and then set the color as black. After that set the opacity of the shadow mode to around 75% as well. Now let me just show you the before and after of this bevel and emboss effect. So this was the before and now this is after. So now as you can see, now the base layer for our chrome effect is ready. Now the next thing we need to do is add a border around the edges of the text. So for that we need to add one more bevel and emboss layer style, but as you can see we don't have option to add one more bevel and emboss layer style. So for that we need to click on OK. After that we again need to convert this layer into a smart object. So for that right click on the layer and then select the option as Convert to Smart Object. So now as you can see, now a new smart object has been created which contains the previous smart object. Now after that you need to click on Add Layer Style option and then select the option as Bevel and Emboss. Now in the pop-up you need to set the style as outer bevel, technique as smooth, depth as 200% and then set the direction as up, size to around 14 pixels, soften as 0 pixel. Make sure you untick this Use Global Light option and then set the angle as around 120 degree, altitude to around 30 degree Click on the drop down of the gloss contour and then select the option as ring double. And then make sure you untick this anti-aliased option and then set the blend mode of the highlight mode to screen, color as white, opacity of the highlight mode to around 75% as well, and then set the blend mode of the shadow mode to multiply as well, color as black, and then set the opacity of the shadow mode to 75%. Now let me just show you the before and after of this additional bevel and emboss layer style. So this was the before and now this is after. So as you can see, it creates a nice shiny kind of border around the edges of the text, which makes the text look more realistic. Now the next thing we need to do is select the option as gradient overlay and then set the blend mode to color burn, opacity to around 60%, and then click on the icon of the gradient, which will give you a new pop-up in order to select the gradient. Now over here we will be creating a custom gradient, so for that select the gradient as black and white, and then you need to make the right bottom color stop active by clicking on it, and then you need to set the location of that color stop to around 50%. Now we need to create one more color stop for location as 100%, so for that go over there, and as you can see one hand tool will appear over there, so you need to click on it in order to add a color stop, and then set the location of that color stop to around 100%. And then click on the color icon and then set the color of that color stop as black, and then you can click on OK. After that you can click on OK. Make sure you untick this reverse checkbox and then set the style as linear, angle as 90 degree, and then set the scale as 100%. Now let me just show you the before and after of this gradient overlay. So this was the before and now this is after. Now the next thing we need to do is add some shine around the edges of the text. So for that select the option as inner glow. And then you need to set the blend mode to screen, opacity to around 75%, noise as 0%, and then click on the color icon and then set the color as white. After that you can click on OK, technique as softer, source as edge, and then set the choke to around 20% and then set the size to around 15 pixels, and then you can keep the rest of the settings as default. Now let me just show you the before and after of this inner glow. So this was the before and now this is after. So as you can see, it adds a nice shine around the edges of the text. Now the next thing we need to do is add a shadow from the text to background. So for that select the option as drop shadow. And then you need to set the blend mode as multiply. Click on the color icon and then set the color as black. And then you can click on OK. After that set the opacity to around 75%. Make sure you untick this use global light option. And then set the angle as 120 degree. Distance as around 40 pixels. Spread as 20%. And then set the size as 50 pixels, and then you can keep the rest of the settings as default. Now let me just show you the before and after of this drop shadow. So this was the before and now this is after. After that you can click on OK. So now as you can see, now our Chrome text is almost ready, but as you can see it is not at all looking shiny and we need to solve that thing. So for that click on create new fill or adjustment layer icon and then select the option as curves. Now in the curves pop-up we need to create one more point, so for that we need to hover over that straight line. So as you can see, as you hover over that straight line, your cursor changes into a crosshair and then you need to click over there. So as you can see, a new point has been added on the curve. After that we need to change the input of that point to around 52 and then set the output to around 249. So as you can see at the moment, this curve is affecting our background as well and we don't want that. So for that click on create clipping mask icon, which will only apply this curves on one underlying layer below it, that is our text layer. Now after that we need to create one more point on our curve, so let me just do that. And then you need to set the input of that point to around 116 and then set the output to around 13. And then we need to create one more point, so let me just do that. And then set the input of that point to around 212. And then set the output as around 225, and then you can close this curve panel. Now let me just show you the before and after of this curves layer. So for that clicking on the eye icon. So this was the before and now this is after. So now as you can see, now our text is looking a bit shiny. Now let's increase this shine a little bit more. So for that we need to create a duplicate of this curves layer. So for that press Ctrl or Command on Mac plus J. And then we again need to clip this duplicate curves layer onto our text layer only. So for that right click on the duplicate text layer and then select the option as create clipping mask. So now as you can see, now after creating the duplicate of that curves layer, our shine is looking a little bit more. So for that we need to reduce the opacity of this curves layer to around 50%. So let me just do that. So now as you can see, now it is looking proper. Now let me just show you the before and after of this duplicate curves layer. So this was the before and now this is after. So now our Chrome text is completely ready. Now the next thing we need to do is add some reflections from this text. So for that we need to combine all the visible layers into a single layer. So for that press Ctrl or Command on Mac plus Alt or Options on Mac plus Shift plus E key of your keyboard, which will combine all the visible layers into a single layer. And then we need to convert this layer into a smart object. So for that, right click on the layer and then select the option as convert to smart object. Now in order to apply some reflections, go to filter and then render and then select the options as lens flare. And then you need to set the lens type as 105mm prime, and then you need to click on the position where you want to add this reflection. So I want to add this reflection at the edge of the C letter. So as you can see, as you click over there, it adds a reflection. After that, you need to set the brightness of that reflection accordingly. So I'm setting the brightness of this reflection to around 40%, and then you can click on OK. So now as you can see, now a reflection has been added on the letter C. Now since we had converted this image into a smart object, we can edit this reflection at any point. So for that, you just need to click on this lens flare option, and then you can change the thing which you want to, and then you can click on OK. But since I don't want to change anything, so I'm clicking on cancel. So like this way we can apply reflections at different positions of the text. So let me just do that. So now as you can see, now our Chrome text is looking more proper. So yeah, that's it guys, that's the final image. I hope you guys like this video on how to create this Chrome text effect in Photoshop. Now if you guys like this video, then give us a thumbs up. It helps the YouTube algorithm in spreading the video. Also you can share it to the ones who might be interested in such videos, and subscribe to the channel for more videos in Photoshop. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.